All right, Mark, what do we do today?
Well, today we talked about the declaration practice. The declaration practice is, I like to call it the fort conversation because it's the conversation we have with ourselves. Um, there's a model that says if you want results, then you need actions, and that kind of makes sense. And to be able to get actions, you have to be in a certain frame of mind. Certain feelings need to be present so you can actually engage in those actions. And that frame of mind comes from your thoughts. So if we put that backwards, your thoughts lead to your feelings, make it conducive for you to take some actions. That gives you your results. So the idea is that that's not always easy, and that sometimes when we have real life come in and that little voice comes in and says, yeah, but Mark, that's going to be hard and that's not quite what, are you sure that you want? So when you do the declaration practice, you put yourself in the future and you imagine what it's going to be like once you've succeeded. And you kind of, I like the way that Ian put it, you short circuit or you trick your mind into saying, okay, I'm already there. And then when you repeat that, such as, I am healthy. Although I might not be healthy right now, it puts me in that feeling of, oh, okay, I can do it. Or this is what it's going to feel like when I'm healthy. And this is why I want it. I am healthy because I want to be able to be around to see my grandkids. So the why becomes important. So then those thoughts in your mind help you move into action. I give an example. If you want to be a millionaire, if your statement declaration is, I am a millionaire, that's your declaration. Well, why do you want to be a millionaire? Because it's going to be hard. You're going to have to do things and the journey is going to be hard. So why is as important as the what?
Well, I think the why provides the fuel for you to do the thing. And
Mhm.
if and your words are there to provide you a a place and a reminder of what you want to feel so that you can start to live into that. So the words are important to you, but they provide that jumping off point every day for you to do something towards that.
I loved what you said today about the declaration, and I squared it on my sheet that you're writing your own script. And again, the power of our own words. What comes out of a declaration is we get to metabolize, that would be the word, the language around what we want to make happen and as if it's happening right now. And I remember the Ben Zander quote. I loved it. He like when he said we give our students an A at the beginning of the year so that they already got it. So instead of living up to it, they live in it in the moment. And that's what this practice does. It reminds us we're already there. It's in us. Our being's there. And then walking us through taking a why and a baby step, it has some shape to it at the end of the declaration practice. Really like that. I really like that it has a present moment, but some really good doable steps to go with it.
Yeah, I think it was helpful when you actually asked us to break down the declaration into some doable actions. And if it ever felt too big at any point, that step needs to become multiple steps,
Mhm.
right? To chunk it down even further. The other thing I noticed was how emotional this can get because
Mhm.
we're touching real areas of our life that we want to improve. And sometimes it's hard to put out that audacious statement that you want that thing to be because it's so important to you. But this is a
Sometimes,
wonderfully safe space to explore that.
sometimes those emotions come up because, like you say, it's hard. And sometimes they come up because people can actually, when they read the declaration, they're now in it and they can imagine it being true. And this might be something they've wanted for a long time, or that is really important to them. And now they see a path forward through a series of small actions. fueled by this declaration and this clarity and this knowledge, this clarity on the why I want this.
And this tool you
It
can break
brings
out at
it, sorry.
any, sorry, and you can break out this tool at any point to refine your declaration or pick a different topic and go down that direction as well. So it's something they can pick up on their own and take with them. Sorry, Karen?
Sorry about that. I love that it just zeroes in. Like we've got so much going on. I love how it just gives us a chance to zero in on something that really, truly, truly matters to us at a personal level.
Yeah.
But what was interesting when we do this tool in a collective group is that whatever's personal is universal. It was very relatable. So when we broke them into small groups, we start to realize over and over again, me, you, both of us, we're not alone. We keep hearing that. We're not alone. We're not alone. We're not alone. I think that's really important, especially in these times.